Today we are taking a look at Grimmjow Jaegerjaques from Bleach. This is the Maximatic line figure by Banpresto. Bleach follows Ichigo Kurosaki, a teenager who gains the powers of a soul reaper. He protects the living world from evil spirits while navigating conflicts between the human world, soul society, and other spiritual realms. Grimmjow Jaegerjaques is the Sexta Espada, the 6th-ranked Arrancar in Sosuke Aizen's army. He is known for his aggressive fighting style and fierce rivalry with Ichigo. Today's highlights for this figure are the hollow cavity construction, the hair sculpting, and the expressive face print. The hollow hole at the abdomen uses actual carved depth instead of relying on paint alone, creating a genuine cavity that stays faithful to the character design. That structural choice adds authenticity and visual interest from multiple angles. The hair breaks away from blocky simplification, with individual spikes separated and layered depth that reads as organic rather than geometric. Each strand contributes to a wild silhouette without losing clarity or becoming a smooth mass. The face print delivers clean alignment across the eyes and mouth, with visible teeth sculpted individually inside the open grin. Expression components work together to convey absolute confidence and intensity. This channel brings you figure reviews and anime merchandise updates straight from Japan. If you enjoyed this kind of content, don't forget to subscribe. The expression presents a wide, confident grin that reveals defined teeth. The grin stretches across the face with natural curvature. Lips frame the teeth with clean edges. Above the mouth, the brows angle downward sharply, creating intense focus. The separation between brow and forehead remains crisp without blending. That angled geometry reinforces the aggressive energy in the expression. Both eyes use a teal-blue iris color with gloss finish. Clean color transitions separate the iris from the surrounding white. Print edges remain sharp without bleeding or fuzziness. The eyes anchor the expression with steady intensity. The mask fragment covers one side of the jaw and extends down past the jawline. Horizontal ridge lines texture the mask's surface, breaking up the smooth white finish. The mask's sculpt maintains separation from the skin, creating a clear boundary where the two materials meet. The mask adds a dual texture contrast against the matte skin. That fragment serves as a character-specific detail rooted in the source material. The hair builds a voluminous, wild, spiky structure with individual strand separation throughout. Multiple directional spikes radiate outward and upward from the crown. Thick, bundled strands taper to sharp, pointed tips. Layered depth creates a three-dimensional mass that extends well beyond the head perimeter. The sculpt avoids blocky simplification by giving each spike its own trajectory. Major spikes sweep backward over the shoulders, while smaller strands jut forward near the temples. The hair uses a light cyan blue base color with matte finish. The matte surface diffuses light softly across the spikes. That finish contrasts with the gloss eyes and creates textural variety across the head. Each strand maintains the same color intensity without fading toward the tips. The cyan blue reads clearly against the white jacket and the peach skin tone. The windswept effect in the sculpt adds motion to the static figure. The hair flow follows outward momentum without collapsing inward. The white jacket features a tall, black-trimmed collar worn open to expose the sculpted bare chest. The jacket sits on the shoulders with lapels spread wide, creating an open V shape that frames the torso. The fabric falls straight down along the sides with realistic wrinkles that follow the body's movement. Those wrinkles add dimension and suggest fabric weight rather than presenting a smooth surface. The torso sculpt beneath the jacket shows defined muscle structure across the pectorals and abdominal area. Individual abs receive carved detail. The chest leans slightly forward in a confident posture. The muscle definition adds physicality to the character without exaggeration. At the center of the abdomen sits a circular hollow hole. This element uses actual carved depth to create a genuine cavity rather than relying on a painted black circle. The hollow construction stays faithful to the source material by producing a three-dimensional void. The interior of the cavity receives a glossy black finish that contrasts with the matte skin surrounding it. That structural choice elevates authenticity because the depth remains visible from side angles. The cavity edges transition cleanly from skin to the hollow interior. One arm extends forward toward the viewer with the elbow bent. The other arm positions closer to the torso with the hand lowered. The sleeve hangs with minimal tension. The black cuff and white trim mirror the raised arm. The waist introduces white hakama-style pants with deep vertical pleats radiating from a narrow black waistband. Each pleat maintains individual separation and carved depth. The pleats create strong vertical lines flowing downward from the waist. The sculpt avoids merging the pleats into a smooth surface. Instead, each fold receives dimensional treatment with shadowing between the ridges. The pleated pants follow the leg stance beneath with subtle shifts in pleat direction. The fabric appears to respond to weight distribution rather than hanging uniformly. The realistic wrinkle sculpting extends to the lower garment with folds at the hips and along the leg lines. Those wrinkles enhance the sense of movement frozen in the pose. The pants cover the legs fully without revealing skin. The white matte finish on the pants matches the jacket, creating coloristic unity across the outfit. Strong textural contrast runs throughout the lower body. The matte white pants oppose the glossy black elements at the waist. The pleated structure creates rhythmic visual interest through repeated vertical lines. The realistic wrinkle sculpting in the fabric adds organic quality to the garment. The pants and jacket work together as a cohesive outfit with proper layering. The separation between the clothing and the body beneath produces genuine three-dimensional structure. The lower garment's vertical flow complements the wild outward explosion of the hair, balancing the composition. This figure is approximately 25 centimeters tall, that's about 10 inches. For size comparison, here's a 350 milliliter can. That's about 12 ounces in the US. Grimmjow Jaegerjaques Maximatic by Banpresto delivers character authenticity through structural choices and dimensional sculpting. The face combines a wide, confident grin showing teeth with sharp teal-blue eyes using clean print alignment. The mask fragment covering one side of the jaw adds textured contrast and character-specific detail. Expression components unify to convey absolute confidence and intensity. The hair builds extreme volume through individual spike separation, with each strand contributing to a wild silhouette that avoids blocky simplification. The light cyan blue matte finish on the hair contrasts effectively with the gloss eyes. The hair flow explodes outward from the crown in multiple directions, creating dynamic three-dimensional mass. The upper body exposes a sculpted torso with defined muscle structure framed by a white jacket worn open. The jacket features realistic wrinkles that follow natural fold lines and suggest fabric weight. Black inner collar lining uses gloss finish, contrasting with the matte white exterior. The hollow hole at the chest center employs actual carved depth to create a genuine cavity rather than painted surface. That construction choice adds authenticity visible from side angles. The lower body continues the authentic design with white hakama-style pants featuring deep vertical pleats. Realistic wrinkles appear at the hips and along the leg lines, enhancing the sense of frozen movement. The pose presents a confident forward-leaning stance with the torso tilted slightly toward the viewer. The separation between clothing layers and the body beneath generates genuine three-dimensional structure throughout the figure. Because of this cohesive design and execution, fans of Bleach or Grimmjow Jaegerjaques will find this to be a meaningful addition to their collection. With that focus, collectors who appreciate action anime combat characters and detailed sculpting will find the artistry here to be deeply satisfying and well curated. That's it for this video. If there's any part of the figure you liked, feel free to leave a comment and share your thoughts. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.